It's right back to Spencer Knight. Patiently plays it to the far half wall. And now it's outletted. And a step moving in. Nazar to breakaway. Scores! He hit a post in the first period as well. Nice outlet. Nazar off the one touch from Bertuzzi. Across with Teravainen. Feeds it to him. Shoots. Save Bobrovsky. No score! It found the back of the net.
Keep it alive by Mangiapane, the former Flame, and now McDavid dangling his way in. Fires a pass across. Here's a shot. Mangiapane in his first game as an Oiler.
Here's Bedard. Took a bump, put the puck in behind. Doc in as well as he's drilled on the end boards by Zadorov. But the Hawks get a shot. Score! Connor Bedard! His first of the season.
Kane with it. High slot. Good save off Johansson by Stolarz. Kane! Scores! Patrick Kane! One-timer!
You get it out of your skates, being able to get the puck out of your feet and being able to pick it up and go right in.
Well, that was a seeing-eye shot by Sam Rinzel, who gets his first NHL goal. Teravainen. Here's Bertuzzi. Bedard goes to the front of the goal. Teravainen. Nazar scores! And up Bedard on the power play!
In this second period, Noah Phil. Oh, here's a turnover. Mangiapane loads and fires and scores.
Can't get it out. That one tipped. And another chance. Evangelista to Cole Smith. Smith to the empty net. And he's going to put this one away.
Two defensemen in the box. Ekblad and Mikkola. Here's Kane. Two-man advantage. Shot, score!
The home opener against Montreal is Nazar with speed. Nazar cuts in. Nazar scores!
He scores!
And then he gets tackled by Neighbors after running into the goaltender. And now Chicago tries to transition ahead. The drop past Mikheyev. How about a look there and a save from Hope for the rebound. It's still loose and they score! It's jammed in by Ryan Donato.
In the slot.
Here's Connor Bedard all the way across. One-timer, they score!
What a pass. Oh my, what a pass that was. Just brilliant.
Teuvo Teravainen. Bedard to a trailing Reichel. Reichel's shot blocked and they score!
First goal.
Ryan Green's first in the National Hockey League.
Burakovsky works the puck to the circle. Takes a look. Put it in front. They score on the back door. Donato taps it in. Hawks try to take advantage. Back to Rinzel. Rinzel shoots the puck to Pettis. They score the rebound. Bertuzzi puts it in. And it's 2-0 Hawks. Knocked down at the blue line by Gudas. Nazar from his knees makes a pass to Donato. Bumps it across. Nazar feeds it over. Off the crossbar. They score on the rebound. Frank Nazar. Donato with Bedard and Rinzel. Bedard stopped by Dostal. Rebound Bedard in front. They score. Donato wins it in overtime.
Power play goals in 4 of the last 5 games as well for Chicago. Bertuzzi works the goal line. In front. Score! That quick step from Nazar. An intercept by McDonough. Runs out to the neutral zone. Donato across the line. Penalty upcoming. Donato shoots. Score! Teravainen lobs. Nazar on the move. Shoots. Second back to Zelensky. The rebound. Score! Donato does it again! Cole chips it along, and here's Logan Cooley. For Peterka. Cole with a shot, he scores! Ian Cole!
It comes out to the point. Barron tees it up, shoots, and it's on the line! It goes in!
Deflection from Smith. Nice delivery from Barron. And then just
Tried to dish backdoor, and it was there for Nurse, and then a quick shot goal! Andrew Mangiapane!
Byram going to go back to the far side. Now get to the middle of the ice. Byram with a shot. Scores! Traffic in front. Puts up the curtain. And the window's closed by Byram. And that shot that
Saros's face. Predators working through the neutral zone. Here's Smith trying to get through. He scores!
Burakovsky, but he couldn't keep it in. Mikheyev with a steal. All Hawks right now. Works it back of the line. Tried to feed it through. Bedard's in front. They score! Bedard with the tip in. Nazar with the puck. Burakovsky switches with Teravainen on this top unit, so he's out there now with control. Across here. Bedard with a shot. He scores! What a shot by Connor Bedard! Hawks Hawks with control. Chance to bring it out. Connor Bedard skates the puck in. Bedard with a shot. He scores! Connor Bedard! Face off of the offensive zone for the Hawks. There's a shot there. Oh, he scores a hat-trick goal for Connor Bedard! And here come the Hats! Here's Burakovsky down the wing. He made a beautiful pass on Bedard's power play goal. Bedard looking for his fourth. In front. They score! Bedard will pick up a helper on Donato's goal. Now it's onto the stick of Nazar. And he hits the afterburners, gets tripped, and scores anyway.
The other way, Bertuzzi feathers a pass through, batted out of the air by Bion. Murphy follows up, puck deep as the Hawks tag up in front. Carolina scores! Hawks get a great bounce off the boards.
Have an opportunity to make Blashill be able to say, okay, guys.
Well,
Right on cue.
Doing something right.
That a boy, Alex
Vlasic. Will stop and work it back up. Still has the puck on the half wall. Bedard in front. They score! Set up by Bedard. Tipped in by Tyler Bertuzzi and the Hawks.
That was blocked. That was a 90-mile-an-hour heater that was eaten. Here's McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Mangiapane shoots and scores.
Grayslake works it down the boards, throws it in front. They score! It gets between the pads of Lankinen from a sharp angle. Makes a play to Teravainen. Here's Levchinov passing over. Bedard sets up, passed in front. Bertuzzi again, backdoor. There he is, the human backboard gets another one. Bertuzzi to tag up. He'll stop down low and pass to Crevier in front. Here's Bertuzzi for the hat trick. He shoots, he scores. Tyler Bertuzzi, hat trick goal. Makes the save and he'll flip it out. And he'll flip it ahead. Bedard able to work it in with the empty net. Connor Bedard scores, and that will
All the way back around for Burakovsky. Here's Levchinov, surveys Bedard to the circle in front. They score! It's Bertuzzi on the back door again. That's his spot. Vlasic on it. Gets the puck out. It's a 2-on-1. Bedard with Bertuzzi. Here's Bedard. Bertuzzi scores! Tyler Bertuzzi! Hawks back off. Cross check by Bedard. He's got a breakaway. Bedard scores! What a goal by Connor Bedard! His fourth point of the game, and it's 4-0 Hawks. All three of his assists in Calgary were primaries, and then he scored that terrific goal to make it 4-0, and he's got the puck now. Bedard with a shot, scores! Connor Bedard! Oh my goodness! Helped out by Bertuzzi. Makes a play to Burakovsky. Then across, one time to score! Teravainen with a rocket from the face-off circle. It's another power play goal. Connor Bedard now down low to Bertuzzi. Trying to go, he scores! Tyler Bertuzzi! Another goal for number 59. This one against his old team. Going for a little skate. Back to Grizzly. Donato got it in front. They score. Guess who? First goal of his career. Oliver Moore. Late stage.
Now Bertuzzi for Bedard. Across. Holding Teravainen. Bedard scores! Big defensive play by Hughes to lock sticks up with Sam Lafferty. Still the Blackhawks maintain possession. Shot, score! Slager tips it home.
Malinsky taps that one up, but at the blue line it's kept in. Tuck holds it, walks, takes the shot towards the net. Loose puck, still free in front, scores! Sabres are on the board as it's Bo Byram. It's Greenway playing it ahead to Doan. Open ice for Power, the far point. Feeds it in for Greenway, scores! Nice feed and a great finish by Jordan Greenway.
Sandin Pellikka moves in, 44 on 44. That's Josh Dunn on him.
Whoa.
Comes back for Sherrod, tipped in front. They score! Kane!
Levchinov stumbles back to his feet. He'll walk it across. Artem Levchinov still with it. In tight in front. They score! Green on the feed from Levchinov. Teravainen banks it out to Nazar. Chip it in, trying to get onto it. Nice pass back. Teravainen right in. Scores! What a goal!
Play comes back to the point, far side. Chance at the far circle. Rebound. Comes free again to Kozak. Far circle shot, scores! Great shot, and Byram.
Never got through. Fed back. Here's Donato, and that's off a leg in front. Comes free. Shot blocked. They score! Donato able to rip it home. Sharangovich pass. Good job by Rinzel to get it back, and he'll try and flip it through. Bedard trying to catch up to it. Wolf on the play, scores! Bedard able to pull Q it in. Ryan Green down the left side. Goes cross ice. Here's his ice score! Connor Bedard! What a shot by number 98! Good play, Nazar. Hawks have numbers. Here they go. Moore with Nazar. Oliver Moore. Cuts in front. Lost the handle. Scores! Making moves. Knocked off his stick. He's able to recover. He'll try it from his own zone for the hat trick. He's got it! Connor Bedard! Second career hat trick. Vlasic back to it. Long pass to Nazar. Here he comes, 3-on-1. Nazar with a pass across. Here's Bertuzzi. Score! Here's Teravainen. Halfway through this game. Hawks looking to build on a 1-0 lead. Also the cross, they score! What a pass from Bertuzzi! He one-hands it across to Teravainen, and it's...
Good pressure by Chicago. Very quick onto the puck, but Doan has it right wall. To the corner now up top. Alex Tuch. Cross scores! What a play! Byram with the deflection.
Turned aside by Luukkonen. Back to Rinzel. Shot stopped. Rebounds there for Bertuzzi. Scores! Backhand, top corner. Green. Up the boards, off the wall, still with it. Vlasic shoots, scores! Vlasic lets it go. Deflected over the crossbar.
Band on it.
Here's Bedard. Shoots, scored in front, tipped in. I don't know if Bertuzzi got a piece of it or not. He did. Tyler Bertuzzi, another one.
It's not a measuring stick game, but just that we had to be at our best, and we found our best, and it wasn't good enough. So. What a play. What a play.
The captain shows up, and Bedard puts him on the...
Here's Bedard now. Sends it across. What a pass! Leshunov score! First NHL goal! Grab that puck!
Off a stick and out. Shea set to come back on the ice. Hawks working ahead quickly. Donato on the attack. Top of the circle. Scores! What a shot by Ryan Donato! Donato. Throwing in front. They score! Burakovsky. Green able to fire it in. Get catches just up. Play back in. Hawks buzzing. Looking to make it a one-goal game. Here's a giveaway. Score! Got away from Charles Teravainen into the open net. Connor Bedard on the puck, top of the circle, works in deep, takes a look, throws it back. Nazar shoots, scores! Tipped in front. Power play goal. Had to wear my mucklucks into the game today. Yeah. Well, here we go. It's a 2-on-1. Bedard has Green with him. Connor Bedard, Green scores!
Knuckle puck there for Billy Husso to catch.
Rinzel with a shot, pass saved by Husso. Fired up the right leg. Comes back in front. They score! The giveaway, it's Bedard! Turned over, Bedard. Empty net. Hey! He scores! From his own blue line. Connor Bedard's 4th point.
Creates the opening. Zucker leading the Sabres with 3 goals on the power play this season. Buffalo coming back for more, scores! Byram down the left side and the Sabres.
Absolutely.
Frank Nazar got it across. Here's Moore, lets it go, and he scores! Off the straight. Really scrambling play. Hart gives it up. Bertuzzi shot, and it goes! Grizzly got just enough of the body and the stick. Now looking to break the other way. Look out. Here's 98. It is Bedard. Cuts in, shoots, and scores! Are you kidding me? Racing over to keep it alive is Owen Power. Into the slot. Quinn had a shot blocked, and then Byram scores.
In deep, Keller. To the outside, reestablished by Peterka. Lamoureux, Cole. With a shot. He scores! Ian Cole! Of Columbus on the hits. As Patrick Kane has room. Kane, shot, score! Career goal, 496 for Patrick Kane.
Multiple surgeries, and he was here dropping the puck for a game. Great moment out on... The Blackhawks put the puck in the net and stumbling over Kemper and putting it in is Bedard. And Deneau just couldn't put it home. Centering pass, Fanning on the one-timer. Nazar, score! Wyatt Kaiser!
Saved by Gibson. taken by DeBrincat. Up with Coppin Kane. 3-on-3. Here's Kane. Shooting. Scores! Patrick Kane! Career goal 497.
And a face-off win by Nazar. Lev Shanov plays it across. Bedard fires a pass to Bertuzzi in front.
He scores.
And they scores it in. Rupp says yes.
You know, defensive side of the game is tough, but they've been very on point here tonight.
Burakovsky to the front for Bedard, and he scores!
One-on-one against Gavrikov. Dangles to the outside. The handoff for Green. He tried to slip by. Puck still there in a dangerous spot. Got it to the net. Rebound try. They score! What a play by Bertuzzi.
That developing story will not be fully developed until he signs a contract in Minnesota.
Yeah, one more year after this one for Quinn Hughes.
Correct. Here's Kaiser. Shot! Score!
Oh boy. Here's DeBrincat on a steal. Pass across. Scores!
Oh boy.
Patrick Kane! 498!
Play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Playing off him. He's terrific at getting that backdoor play. Here's a chance for Kaiser off the faceoff. He scores! Kaiser! Because he can. Here's Nazar. Speaking of guys who can skate, trying to make his way through. Burakovsky plays it back. Grizzly with a pass. Oh, he scored! Nazar tipped it in! Nick Lardis on the forecheck, but Sanderson back with time. He'll leave it in the corner for Zub. That'll be cut off by Vlasic. Playing it in front. They score! And that's the first for Nick Lardis in the NHL.
Protecting his Bouchard, down low, Draisaitl. Return to Bouchard. Loading up. Shot, tipped home. Beautiful tip in front, and it's Andrew Mangiapane.
Big face-off. Shea fires it. O'Reilly bouncing puck. Cole Smith up the wing. Yes, sir!
Over on the far board. Slides in front, scores! What a pass! The finish for Byram, and he looks right away to the man who set him that puck in Greenway. Here's McLeod now. In across the Ottawa line. For Byram, one-timer, scores! Bo Byram, overtime winner and all.
Burakovsky will let it roll. Grizzly moves it for Donato. Lots of room. Donato steps in. Puck rolled on him. Scores!
Opens up the lane, so if you're not strong on your stick, you're going to get exposed.
Bertuzzi to Vlasic. Vlasic. Bertuzzi scores! Wide open cage for Tyler Bertuzzi. Chip to Bertuzzi still on the ice. He'll bank it over to Murphy. Murphy feeds it back. Lafferty plays it over to Vlasic. Lots of room. Shoots. On goal is goal! Bertuzzi ties.
The guy saw between the Hawks and the Penguins was on Hawk Vision back in the day, and Dirk Graham scored for the Hawks.
And the Hawks score! Baker up the inboards. I think Kaiser will get credit. Puck flipped out to Bertuzzi. Can't catch up to it, and that'll do it. Got a shot. He scores! That'll count. Tyler Bertuzzi.
Let alone 1,250 games.
Here's Levshunov again. More. Shot. He scored! Teravainen. Time winding down. Hawks need a shot. More. Lourdes scores! Lourdes ties it up with 1.7 seconds left in the period.
Two guys on him, though, and he's still able to make a play on the puck and move it up the wall. So
potential 2-on-1 here is Norris off the puck. Here's the carry and scores! Forget the pass! Bo Byram lets it.
Levshunov high slot with a shot. Glove save. Oettinger can't hang on. Scramble. Puck loose. They jab away. And it comes free to Burakovsky. Levshunov shoots. Scores! Chance to go to work on the power play for the second time. Donato gains the line. He and Burakovsky got the assists on that power play goal. Teravainen in front. Scores! Teuvo Teravainen. Hawks work the puck in the zone. There's Mikheyev back to the blue line with the shot. They scored! Donato with the redirection. Right in front. And the Hawks score a minute 13 in. Controls the puck. Looking for
goal line.
The goal line finds it. There's Bertuzzi in front. Teravainen scores! On the power play. Teuvo Teravainen. Bertuzzi. Green's in front. Pass never got there. Plays it back to Vlasic. Bertuzzi again to the circle. Shoots. Scores! Tyler Bertuzzi. And this one's all even. Here comes Burakovsky wheeling in with speed. Stops. Looks to make a pass. Des got it through the Green in front. Pass block. Got it back. He scores! Bertuzzi on the back door. Mikheyev picks up speed. Cuts in deep. Bertuzzi again in front. Mikheyev all the way around. Lets it go Bertuzzi. Oh, it's in. Bertuzzi. The hat trick in overtime. And the Hawks come from behind.
40 20 seconds left on the power play. It's Green for Grzelcyk. Now Oliver Moore. Back across and they score! Nick Moore. Grzelcyk fires. That one tipped down and still stopped by Binnington.
Good effort by Foligno to keep it alive.
Grzelcyk for Moore. Moore, wrister, scores!
Yeah, he was the first Canadian. American was the first. That was Joey Daccord.
Now we got our first Swede. And stop. Scores!
Sen's got his man Slaggert. And
Raymond leaves it there for Kane. Kane with it, shooting, scores! $4.99 for showtime!
And every guy in a red jersey on the ice, like you're trying to get him the puck.
Pop
Look
up
at
that
this.
way, there's Kane.
Oh boy!
For 500, he scores! Patrick Kane, showtime, 500!
Grzelcyk, Lardis, Matt Grzelcyk. Oliver Moore with a shot. Scores! What a shot by Oliver Moore!
Sweeps it to the far corner. Off to the right of Dostal is Peyton Krebs. He'll send it back for Thompson behind the net. He's got Doan on the backhand. He sends it in front. Scores! Bowen Byram jumps in. And
Teravainen, little flipper back to Levshunov. Good entry. He'll play it down to Bedard in the corner. Nice little move. Cuts in front. They score! What a pass by Bedard! And Bertuzzi with a tap in on the power play. Slows it down. Bedard will feed the puck all the way around for Krasinski. Back to the other side to Bedard. In front. Here's Lardis. Scores! Gave it away to Bertuzzi again. He'll skate it out with Green 2-on-1. Ryan Green. Empty net. Scores!
as he went tumbling over the top of Charlie Lindgren as they both converge on a puck. So now 1 minute gone by. Moving through. Score!
Burakovsky checked. Here's Kaiser in the slot. Stop, rebound, they score! It's Bertuzzi who makes it a 1-goal. Penalty winding down. Burakovsky from the corner, under pressure, maintains control. On the half boards, Andre Burakovsky in front, Green scores! Ryan Gray! Lori leans on Slaggert. Foligno comes in. Good play to get it back to Kaiser. Finds a bit of room. Kaiser scores! Wyatt Kaiser rips one home.
Oilers on the second of a back-to-back. They've dropped 7 of 8 this year in that scenario. Shot, Lazar, rebound, hammered home, and boy, did Andrew Mangiapane need that.
Empty net at the other end. Vlasic plays it up. Here's McCann. Over to Connor Bedard. Scores!
All of a sudden, he's snapping pucks on net like
absolutely. That's right.
How they
feeling it.
That's it. Right? That shot, score right on the doorstep. Nick Lardis.
It comes up the board. Stützle is there. O'Reilly wins the battle. Up the ice it comes. Here comes Cole Smith. He scores!
To cycle back to the neutral zone. Right back across the line. As the power play is over, Green breaks free.
Lundell took that off the hand, I think, and he's in a bit of pain. Good play by Kaiser to keep it onside. Kaiser, McCabe in front! They score! Bertuzzi! Here's a chance for Bedard with a quick shot on goal. Second chance, too. 2 saves, ball stick. Connor Bedard right in the slot. Now Crevier with a shot. Puck loose. They score! It's jammed in at the side of the goal. And it may have been Teravainen. There was a scramble.
Kyle Davidson, just a remarkable evening last night.
So much fun and a great meal. A couple of glasses of water. Yep. Here's a chance. Donato scores! Donato! So it is Dewar's goal. Hawks have numbers. Here comes Bedard to the zone. Slows it down. Bedard shoots off the crossbar. Is it in?
That's it.
It is. Down the wing. Looks in front. Stops. Tyler Bertuzzi. Good pass back. Here's Vlasic with a shot. Blocked by Jenner. Another shot. Loose puck in front. They score! Connor Bedard! Bertuzzi, nice pass. Here comes Bedard. Nazar breaks through. Nazar right in. Scores! Frank Nazar, top corner. Here's Teravainen. Matt Grzelcyk. Teuvo Teravainen. Bertuzzi. In front, Teravainen. Bedard scores! Connor Bedard! No, that guy's wide open.
Yeah, exactly. Or, you know, this is really where you can see a guy like right here.
Yep.
He should have been driving the whole time right there.
Donato scores! Ryan Donato, what a goal!
No, because his skates were heading towards the boards and his stick was out there and he just couldn't get it.
McCabe drops it off. They score! Rinchell rips it home and makes it 4-0 Hawks.
Good read there by Murphy. Celebrini wanted to Foley at the far side.
Here's McCabe, right in, backhand, rebound, they score! Another one for Ryan Donato.
Knocked away by Haig. Bedard comes in, knocks it back towards Green. He'll try and work it up the boards, trying to shake O'Reilly. Here's Bedard with a shot, scores! Connor Bedard! He goes posted in! Feeds it back to Rinzel. Bertuzzi goes to the side of the goal, gets the puck from Teravainen, gives it back to him. Teuvo Teravainen. Rister deflected it by the score, Bertuzzi!
And a chip by Hyman finds Mangiapane. The trailer is Lazar. Shot Mangiapane and he scores. 3-1 Edmonton. Mangiapane with his 7th.
And gives the puck to Teravainen, who pokes it ahead. Bertuzzi gains the line. Here's Bedard with a shot. Scores! Connor Bedard, you called it, Tony!
Connor, thank you! Siders got it again. Drops it off, back to 5-on-5. Kane with it, shooting, scores! Patrick Kane gets his first goal in.
Walks the line, plays the puck down low. Bertuzzi sweeps it around. Bedard trying to get there. Final minute of play, first period. Stick lefted by Bertuzzi as it's in! Jammed in at the side of the goal. The power play by Teravainen. Hawks with 13 minutes gone here in the second period. Little tip pass works as Slager carries in. Foligno's with him. They score! Yes! Shot by Slager. He might not get the assist. Down the wing, tries a shot. A little sneaky play off the half boards by Vlasic, and Pavelka forced to make a save. Vlasic gets it back. Shot! He scores! It's Teravainen. Short-handed. Bedard sets up left side. Bobbled for a moment. Got it back. Finds Nazar in the corner. Works it in front. Here's Teravainen with a shot. Score! Teravainen! Third goal of 2 games on the power play. Sam Rinzel on it. Puck back in deep. Bedard scoops it up in the corner, plays a nice pass to Green with a shot, scores! What a shot by Ryan Green! Tolopilo at the other end in goal for the Vancouver Canucks. 25-year-old from Belarus in front, gets an early challenge, they score! It's Donato! McCabe's got some jump in this game. He's got a goal, chases it down, makes a good pass back to Vlasic, shoots, deflected, they score! Nazar on the reader!
Now, we don't know officially if it's true, but it's got to be, if it's not at the top, close to it, and there's a tip in front by Bertuzzi. Teravainen chips the puck in deep. Collision, Moore goes down in a heap. Here's a pass in front, Rinzel scores! Shovels it over to Teravainen. Here's Bedard, takes a look, traffic in front, scores! Connor Bedard! Top corner, minute 20 left.
Dallas Stars' second best record in the league. Hawks went 2-0-1 in their season series. There's a shot by Donato, they score! And I think it went off Mangiapane in the crease, and that'll be his first goal as a Chicago Black. Up the boards to Bedard. Bedard, Teravainen, Nazar, rips it, scores! In overtime, Frank Nazar!
Kopp played it back, Kane kept it onside, now for DeBrincat. Back for Sider, pulls it back, save it, they score! Side of the net, banging it in, Patrick Kane. Gives the puck to Bedard. He'll work it to the circle. In front to Bertuzzi. Scores! Bertuzzi on the back door, set up by Connor Bedard. Down the right side, drop pass. Tyler Bertuzzi shoots up high off the shoulder. Rebound, they score! Nazar on the rebound. Taps the puck in. Larnas feeds it over. Vlasic off the post. Bedard scores on the rebound. Connor Bedard wins it in overtime. And the Hawks go 4-0.
Comes around Chinakhov, and he'll give way for Rust. Turnover, Kerfoot. The trailer. Cole with a shot, he scores! Ian Cole!
Jovic hustling. Now comes up with a puck, centered it. That's taken away now.
Whoa.
The Red Wings have Kane behind the defense. He's in a lone shot, score! Patrick Kane, Gibson down on the ice, able to keep the puck out of the net. And the Red Wings, meanwhile, will work it back up ice. Here's a feed right in front.
Oh!
Hey. Patrick Kane!
Oh my God.
What a Back it comes to Crevier. Crevier risks one this time. Saved by Gustafson. Puck loose. Score! Green!
A little line adjustment going on by Coach John Heinz at the end of the game. Keep an eye on Spencer Knight here.
Here comes Bedard. Bedard, cross-ice pass, score! Nazar ties it!
Still has it. Took a lap. Oh, he turns it over. Bedard's got a chance. Here comes Connor Bedard. With Johansson on his heel. Backhand score!
What a chance there for the Hawks to cut the lead in half.
How'd he miss?
Ryan Green back in. Here's a chance in front. They score! Wyatt Kaiser right in front. Tucks it home. Hawks bring it out. Might be a 2-on-1. Lardis with Nazar. Lardis, Nazar. They score! It baked in, I believe, on Soros, who came out the chat. That's a third good look for Burakovsky in the last few shifts.
Yep, going to that stick-sided game. And a great response.
Here comes Bedard. All alone. Right in. Scores! Well, Blatchel said it this morning after the skate. Here's a chance for a breakaway pass. It is. Nazar 2-0 to Bertuzzi. Nazar. Put it wide. What a chance. Another opportunity. Score! Lardis. He scored in back-to-back games. Hawks. Nick Lardis. Classic. Shoots. Rebound. Score! Bertuzzi with 28.7 to go. And the Hawks have stormed back.
Diving tip by Bertuzzi, I guess.
Fans don't like the no icing call. Hawks try to take advantage. Nazar scores! Frank Nazar! In deep for Frondell, all the way around to Crevier on the half-board's far side. Back down low to Frondell, threw it in front. He scores! Bedard! Frondell picks up the assist, and Connor Bedard gets the Hawks on the board. Vlasic. Nazar back to Vlasic. Takes a look. Played in front. They score on the setup by Bertuzzi. Lardis able to finish it off.
Edmondson was reaching for it, came back off Thompson to brink it all over him. Rink wide here for Kane in his hometown of Buffalo, and he scored!
Sessions are important, and they pick it up quite well. There, look at that one goal.
What a beautiful setup by Donato, and there to tap it in. He's already had a couple of chances in this first period, but Frank Nazar makes surveying from the right flank across to Nazar, drop back. Frondell, Bedard, Nazar! Scores! Frank Nazar!
Laying up the wall to Dowd. Watched by Besser. Lozon for the empty netter. He missed it, but Cole Smith up ice. No icing. Backhand score! Cole Smith's first with Vegas.
Big hit behind the goal there by Samuelson. Sabres lifted down the ice. Scores! From the boards. Wants to make the play, but the puck hopped away as he tried to take on the back end. Here he is again. Scores! Anton Frondell, first goal in the NHL, and he makes it 1-0 Hawks. Salamonson back to it. Across to Bryson, pressure, Stoller, Bertuzzi, cuts in front of the back end, scores! What a goal! Tyler Bertuzzi. Vlasic with a shot just wide, all the way around. Crevier gets to it, keeps the play alive. Down low, in front, Jalen scores! Bertuzzi gets his second of the game and ties it up. Teuvo Teravainen, Bedard's waiting for it. One-timer, stop, rebound, stop, they score! On a rebound! It's played in by Nick Lardis.
Johansson chased there by Couturier. Loose at center for Kopp, sends it ahead here for Kane with the brinket. Kane right on the goal, he scores! Showtime!
Teravainen, Bertuzzi's in front. Teravainen walks to the front of the goal, jams it on net. It's in! Mikheyev brings the puck out. Bertuzzi and Frondell with him. Here's Bertuzzi, cuts to the middle. Mikheyev, Frondell, Bertuzzi scores! Tyler Bertuzzi! Slager cuts it off. Dunn can't get it past him. Slager stays in the battle. Bovair now. Got it to Burakovsky. Here's Korchinski in front. They score! Bovair gets his first NHL goal! It's a big one between the pads and...
For the Wild, as Kopp knocks down an airborne puck. Kane and DeBrincat go to the net. Scores! Patrick Kane!
Cuts in deep. Little backhand pass in front to Green. Chipped across. Bedard on a late stage of power play. Final seconds winding down. Rebound. They scored. Donato. Bertuzzi. Frondell. Nazar scores. Frank Nazar on the power play. And the Hawks back within one.
Golden Knights trying to go to 4-0 under their new coach. Down, cutting in. Cole Smith, a chance, and he scores! Cole Smith goes 5.
Got it off the wall. Got it back for Kopp. On it goes for Kane. To Sider. Move quickly for Edmondson. In front of the goal. He scores!
What a play.
Patrick Kane!
The age of 21, 13th in NHL history.
Here's Crevier trying to work in front. Luciani scores! Frondell putting it in! 6 minutes gone here in the third. And that kind of a night for the Hawks. A shot by Crevier to score. Frondell gets his second on the setup by Crevier.
A lot of teammates need that. They need you to say, hey, we got to be better. Hey, we got to push ourselves. We got to get on the forecheck. Like that.
Ah, beautiful shot by Ryan Green. This one's all even. Nice play there by Mikheyev. Working off well on the PK as he always does with a pass in front. They score. Green short-handed. Here's Donato trying to find his way through. Stood up by Orlov. Following up is Rinzel with a great score. Sam Rinzel sneaks it in with a half minute to go. Ryan Donato with a great look for the go-ahead goal. Hawks got away with a trip. Here's Del Mastro. They score! The back door. It's Ryan Green, who's got goals in 3 straight games.
We'd like to thank so many people here for a great season on the broadcast booth. We'll get to that.
We will. Another goal by the Hawks. Another setup by Bedard, and it's Nick Lourdes with the finish.
To get those numbers a bit closer to even, it was important they weren't winning. That's the problem. Going forward, it is for sure. Here's a puck that comes free up front. Byram with a shot, scores!
He's got some room to skate. He'll take it in across the line. Oslin down to the corner, far side. Slides it in front, scores! Great pass to Byram, and he's tied the game at 1.
His distribution of the puck is great.
Sabres with another steal. Byram shot, scores! That is a dart from Byram, and it's a 4-0 Buffalo Sabres walk in the first period.
Kerfoot up the boards, not out. Hanifin to keep it alive. Sissons to deal with that stick. Couple of sticks out there now.
Cole Smith with a tap, he scores! Score battle here, comes in front, now back to the point. Across, Cole walks to get it, and he scores! Ian Cole!
Wrist shot over the net, around the dasher, not out. Gunther keeps it in, but he gave it away to Cole Smith. Empty net penalty, scores!
Tapped on, taken by Samuelson. On for Greenway. He's got Kozak moving to the net. Greenway. His shot scores! Jordan Greenway. This is considered still his rookie season. 43 games during the regular season. Byram moves in, shoots, scores!
Body slam. Manson and Kolasar. Coughlin down low. They score! Tipped in